Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So it is Monday the 16th and I wasn't able to stitch at all on Sunday, so I didn't get to work on any of the projects that I said I was going to do. But I actually remembered that I said I was going to try to finish the other side of the wings on my fairy godmother, but I also said that I was going to work on 3 other projects too. So since it's Monday and since I'm starting a new vlog today, I thought I would just bring out all of the projects that I want to work on this week. So the first one is my Fairy Godmother by Brooks Books. Like I said, I just need to do the right side of her wings, and I still need to do a couple of elements like tiny leaves that'll be attached when I assemble this. So very close to a finish. So I'll be working on this, and then this is what I wanted to work on yesterday, but it didn't get to. So this is Sweet Sentiments by Scattered Seed Samplers. So I want to at least get the outline done on the hand so that I could just work on filling in while listening to an audiobook or something. And then in my last video, someone commented about this project and that made me want to work on it. So this is Cat Lovers by Jardin Privé. And where did the chart go? So this is what it looks like, and this is just the name of the fabric that I'm using. And this is also a 40 count, and I'm doing a color conversion to color and cotton. And I think I have 2 greens that are something else. Classic Colorworks actually. So this was page 1, and I'm going to work on page 2 on the bottom here. And then I have 2 other projects that I want to continue working on this week, and the first one is Blue Moon Angel by Lavender and Lace. I just want to work on this a little bit more before I put this away because I'm really enjoying this. And then the last project is Village of Hawthorne Hollow, and I want to at least finish block 2 before putting this away. So yeah, those are my plans for this week. And today I think I'll start by working on Fairy Godmother because I just want to get all of the elements done on this. I don't think I'll be able to assemble this anytime soon because of the coronavirus. I need to get pink ribbons and other materials for this, but the place that I have to go to get those things are one of the most crowded areas in Korea, so I just don't want to go out right now. And this could also wait to be finished, so it's not urgent or anything, so yeah. But I want to at least get the stitching done on this, and maybe I'll show you how I cut the perforated paper. Someone commented that they don't like cutting it out, but it's actually very calming. It is a little nerve-wracking for sure because it's very easy to mess up, like cutting corners and things like that. So yeah, if I end up cutting it this week, I'll try to record it and put that clip in the video as well. So I'll see you later tonight. I don't think I'll have a lot of progress on it because it's already like 7 p.m., but I'll still check in. So I've been stitching a little over an hour and this is how much I got done. And just had some dinner and came back and I'm going to continue stitching. So this time I started with the Granite because if I start with the DMC I had to count a lot and there was going to be more room to make a mistake. And I would more likely to waste the paper if I end up making a mistake on the placement and I just don't want that to happen. So yeah, usually I start with DMC, but this time I started with the Granite for that reason. But I guess it really doesn't matter, but I just usually like to start with the DMC on fabric because I feel like if I start with Granite and then stitch with DMC, I feel like the DMC floss frays a lot faster because of the friction. But honestly, I don't really know if that's a real thing. Based on my experience so far, I just usually like to start with DMC and then stitch with any metallic at the end. So I'm just going to continue stitching now, and if I have more progress to show you, I'll try to check in. So it's been a couple of hours and it's actually midnight, but all I have to do is fill in the white and make sure I leave space for the beads, and then do the beading, and then this will be finished. I feel like this went a lot faster for some reason than the other side, but I did make some mistakes, but I'm not going to fix it because it's going to be covered by the actual fairy when it's attached. So I'm going to try to finish this before I go to bed tonight. It is Tuesday and I ran out of white last night, so I didn't really feel like going through my stash. So I just went to bed, but all I have to do right now is to fill in this area, also do the beading, and then I'll be done. So I'm going to be using these because I ran out of the called for Mill Hill beads. And these I got very cheap in a packet like this, but it's very similar to the Mill Hill beads. So I ran out of white, and so I was going through my stash, and I actually found these. So I made these a couple of years ago, and I also designed the chart myself, which is available in my Etsy shop. But I made them into tiny brooches. Well, this one is a little ornament. And I've made 10 different animals, so this one's a fox. I think it's really cute. And then this is actually a little portion from my Halloween design, just the eyeball, and this is a brooch. And then, oh, here's another fox, but this is a brooch. I wanted to use this black lace, so I made this one. I might even have a time-lapse video of me making this one. And then this pink bunny with a tiny little ribbon. This is actually acrylic ribbon, I think. And then this is actually my first time trying embroidery. So I did the roses and the alphabet A myself. It took a while, but I really like how it turned out with the beading all around the edge. And this is what the back looks like. And then this is really cute, a little pig, and I added cording made out of memory thread. And it's a little crooked, but that's okay. And then a black cat, and these are all on 32 count dirty linen and also white opalescent fabric, like the bunny. But for this one, I forgot to add cardboard on the back, so it's a little soft. And this is my favorite, the raccoon. And I've made two, and one of them is in my Etsy shop for sale. So the one with the brown brooch is in my Etsy shop. I just think that the brown brooch looks a lot better, more cohesive with the color palette overall. And I really like the beads too. It's a two-tone glass beads, and I think it looks really good with this design. And then another embroidery piece. So I did some roses and some leaves with DMC and some Granite. And I also added some beads next to the flowers. And used this cube beads and also another two-tone glass beads. So yeah, these were some of the things that I used to make for fun, and I used to wear them in my jean jacket, especially my raccoon brooch. But anyways, I haven't looked at these in a while because I didn't take these when I went to the States for a year last year, and I kind of forgot about them. But I really like them. I think it's really cute, and it was really fun to make actually. So anyways, I'm going to start stitching now, and I'm gonna try to finish this before I start working on my other projects. I think I want to work on cat lovers after I finish this, so I'll check in when I get this done. So I'm back with the finish. I finished the wings now, and all I have to do is cut this out and assemble it with the main stitched piece, which I'll do later. I might do the cutting today, but I don't really feel like doing it right now, so I'll just put it aside. And I think I want to work on Cat Lovers now by Jardin Privé, page 2. So I'll be working on this rest of the night. So I've been working on Cat Lovers, and I always forget to take off the chart. So this is what it looks like. I finished the park threads for page 2 and then started a new motif. And I'm going to work on this a little bit more tonight, but I just want to quickly talk about the book that I'm trying to read. It's called Pachinko by Minjin Lee. And I say that I'm trying to read this book because I've only read a couple of chapters in the beginning so far. And to be honest, I actually didn't read this after the first chapter for a while because I don't know, it's just the end of the first chapter was already giving me the feels, and it's about a family, right? And it was very fast paced in the first chapter, and it's just how life is, and that just made me feel a little, I don't know how to explain it, but like people live and people die when the time comes, and I still even haven't figured out who the protagonist is. Yeah, that's how little I read so far. But I really like the writing style, and I actually really love it, but I'm just taking it really, really slow. But I read a little bit more today and I really, really like it. I'm relating a lot of things to the cultural stuff or like the emotional context of it, if that makes sense, with the dialogues and things like that. And it's kind of refreshing reading that sort of thing in English. It's different from reading it in Korean, I think, but I just wanted to talk about a couple of things in the book. There were a couple of you who are reading this as well, and I just wanted to explain because there were some things that weren't really explained, and unless you speak Korean, I don't think you'll know what these things are. So here it says Pegir. It was talking about how their child didn't even survive the Pegir celebration, and so peg means 100 in Korean and il means day. So translated, it means 100 days. So in Korea, when a baby is born, they celebrate the 100th day from the day the baby is born. And they did this because people back then believed that if a baby made that far, it was more likely to survive because it was common for babies to pass away really early because of whatever reasons, sickness, starvation, and just being poor and things like that. So me and my brother had a 100th day celebration too when we were babies because it's a tradition now. People still do it today. So I just wanted to tell you about that because it didn't really say 100th day celebration, it just said Pegir. And then another thing is, here this guy calls Yangjin, that's the mother's name, but he doesn't call her by Yangjin, but he calls her Ajumani. And Ajumani or Ajumma is basically the same thing as what you would call a woman who is usually older and married but not related to you. I'm just checking if there's like explanation in the back. It doesn't seem like it has the definitions or things like that in the back, just some questionnaires. Yeah, so Ajumani is what you would call a woman who is older than you or married or not related to you, basically. If she's related to you, there is a word for it, like aunt or, well, in Korea, there's two different kinds of aunt or aunts. I don't know how you pronounce it, but so Imo is what you would call your mom's sisters, and Komo is what you would call your dad's sisters. And then there's like your cousin's wife, you would call them something else, and things like that. And it gets a little trickier to explain your dad's brothers and your mom's brothers. But if you're interested, I'll talk about that in my next video. I need to think about how to explain those. But anyway, so Ajumani or Ajumma, especially if you don't know their names, you would call someone Ajumma. But you need to be careful sometimes because some people get really offended when they get called Ajumma because essentially you're calling them old or married, right? So if someone called me Ajumma, I wouldn't get mad, but I would be like, I mean, you could call me something else, not Ajumma, right? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I don't think there is a thing here where it explains the terms and the cultural stuff. So, yeah, let me know if you think that was interesting to you at all, or if you have any questions about anything Korean or Korea. So, I'm gonna go back working on this now, so I'll see you later. So, I just got my third club flosses from Color and Cotton, and I really like this packaging. I think it's really cute. So, I get 10 colors every 2 months. So, let's see what I got this month. I always love her flosses, so I know I'll love these too. So, oh, this is like a very different combination of colors, I think. Usually it's more like reds and pinks. Um, but I don't think I've ever gotten one that was like in this color palette. I really like it. It's kind of dark, but not really. Okay, let me just take it out of the box. I mean the bags. So the colors are a little similar. I get 10 skeins of all colors, which includes everything like neutrals, bright colors, and pastels. So yeah, I see some bright colors and also some that I could use in a primitive project. So I'll put the names in the description box left to right in case you're interested in a specific color. But yeah, I really like them. I think it's really pretty. I really like the purples and the dark colors in here. I'm gonna definitely be using these in a future project. So I just flipped the tag so that I could remember the order later when I add the names in the description box. Super happy to have this, and I can't wait for my fabric next month. So I'm gonna put these away now into my storage system for Color and Cotton, and I'm gonna start stitching now, but I didn't show you my progress from last night, I don't think. So I did this complicated looking motif here. The middle of this motif So I'm going to continue working on that. So I just finished outlining the hand, and also I had a green thread that was parked, so I finished that up. So yeah, now tomorrow I'll start filling in and listen to an audiobook while doing that. I've been listening to The Haunting of Hill House, so I want to continue listening to that while filling in the hand. So I'll be working on that tomorrow, but earlier today I did work on a little bit more on cat lovers, and I did the blue flowers and a little bit of the border, and also started outlining the first cat here. So yeah, I'm working on this area and I really like the colors, but I was thinking after I got my color and con floss earlier, I feel like this would have a totally different feel if I changed the pink flowers to a purple, and the blue flowers to like an orange maybe. I think that would look very Halloweeny, or just leave the blue as it is and still it'll give a totally different vibe with the purple flowers. I mean, there's so many things that you could do by just changing the colors. I should have done that, but I'm not gonna change it now. But maybe if I feel like stitching this again, maybe I'll choose different colors. But anyways, so tomorrow I'm going to work on Sweet Sentiments and a little bit on my Blue Moon Angel. So I'll see you tomorrow. So I was gonna go to bed, but I kind of want to cut out the stitchings on my perforated paper project. So, and I have a glass of wine and some dark chocolate, so I need to be very, very careful not to mess up. But I'm gonna move this over here so that I don't accidentally knock it over. So I was looking for my other pair of scissors that has a pointier shears, but I can't seem to find it right now. So I'm just gonna use these, and I'll even try using an X-Acto knife if I need it. So I'm gonna fast forward this part, and I'll see you when I finish cutting these out. So I just finished cutting out all three pieces according to the chart. The chart has the outlines, so all I had to do was follow the line and cut. And so it looks like this, and I'm saving these smaller pieces for my other perforated paper projects. So I'm gonna move this aside here because I don't wanna waste any. So yeah, the main three pieces are done now. All I have to do is like the smaller elements, and also I looked up an online store in Korea where I could order some ribbons and accessories for this project, and I think I found a really cool store. So I'm gonna try ordering some stuff tomorrow so that I could finish this. And I'm super happy with how this turned out. It was super fun to make stuff like this. Um, so yeah, if you haven't tried any of the Brooks Books projects, please do. It's really pretty and really fun to stitch. So anyways, that's really it for today, and it's already like 3 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed now, so I'll see you tomorrow. So today I already worked on two projects. So I started parking on Blue Moon Angel, and I was thinking about finishing her hair piece, but there's some confetti there, and I didn't really feel like doing that today, so I just parked around her wings instead and a little bit on the background. So I'm gonna be working on this later tonight. And also, I worked on a little bit on Sweet Sentiments this morning, and I had to finish up a pair of earrings, so I did that, and I'll put a picture here what it looks like. I was super happy with how it turned out. But so I started filling in the wrist area and then just parked some threads, and I went to make the earrings. But I remember the last time I worked on this, I didn't really enjoy stitching with these flosses. These are classic colorworks and a couple of weeks dye works, I think, but I kind of don't mind it now. So yeah, I like it better than I did the last time I worked on this for some reason. I don't know what my problems were, but yeah, I like it now. So I'm gonna work on these two projects today, and I think I'm gonna end the video here because I think it's already past 20 minutes and I don't like to have my videos longer than that. So thank you so much for watching, and I was super happy with some of the comments that I got in my last video. I mean, I like all of the comments that I get, but I especially like the comments about my stickers. Um, so I just want to say thank you for encouraging me and saying very nice things about them. So I'm gonna try to talk more about my stickers as I make them. And I already started working on some new designs. So yeah, thank you so much for those comments and watching my videos and spending time with me every week. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.